There are few things we find more compelling than the story of an underdog, someone who overcomes the odds and achieves self-made success. Each generation has its own version for this inspiration. The same goes for Gen Z. These are people born between 1996 and 2010, Gen Z. And for them, influencers are the underdogs. Now, who are influencers? People who are famous on social media. They provide consistent and relatable content. They cultivate an audience, and then they influence this audience to promote brands or spread awareness. Until 2019, the word influencer could not be found in some dictionaries. But since then, the industry has doubled in value globally. Last year, it was worth $16.4 billion. The influencer industry, $16.4 billion. Needless to say, today influencing has become a real job. There are influencer agents, training courses, conferences, networking events, and now there's even a college degree for it. A university in Ireland is offering a bachelor's degree in influencing. It's a first for the country and reportedly a first for the world. Several dozen students will join this course next year to get a leg up in this attention-driven, fiercely competitive profession. They will undertake several courses like crisis management, public relations, celebrity studies, social psychology, and video and audio editing. After all, influencing is not just about having your own TikTok account. It can be that and much more. Let me give you an example. This is Olivia Rodrigo, a Grammy Award-winning 20-year-old singer. She's considered a Gen Z influencer. In 2021, she was invited by the White House. It was all part of a campaign to encourage young people to get vaccinated, and she did just that. She created a series of meticulously planned content for social media. Pictures of Rodrigo and President Joe Biden wearing aviators went viral. The visit was a success. But she wasn't the real influencer at play here. It was a man named Landon Morgado. He orchestrated this entire event. Now, the usual bunch of publicists and managers. Morgado is an influencer who was hired by the White House. His job was to direct creator partnerships. It's a real job. And it goes to show how far the influencer industry has come. But the US government is not an isolated case. The government of India is doing it too, partnering with influencer marketing companies. This is to educate people about social media. In 2021, the Canadian government spent more than $600,000 in hiring influencers. In 2018, Singapore's government hired influencers to promote its budget. More than 75% of brands, including Coca-Cola and Dior, have a dedicated budget for influencer marketing. And now the young want in. A survey says 1 in 4 Gen Zers, that's a word I'm told, want to become social media influencers, 1 in 4. This goes to show how many of them are looking beyond the 9-to-5 job. They want more. They want to be in control of their time. They want to be creative. Some simply love the free stuff that comes with being an influencer. No judgments here. But there's a price to pay. According to another survey, 54% young people said they'd want to become an influencer if they could. And that's the catch here, if they could. Because influencing can take people places. It's a creative industry, meaning it is also volatile. There are odd hours. Work is unstructured. Cyber harassment is rampant, and social media algorithms keep changing. Will this industry be thriving 5 decades later? There's no certainty. Will a college degree in influencing protect these young people from the realities of work life? Well, much like other careers, not really. Historically, universities train students for careers as opposed to jobs. Over time, jobs have changed, but education has not. A college degree is supposed to help students get an edge. Yet many say they could have done just as well without it. 56% of Americans believe that getting a college degree was not worth it. 48% of Britons regret their decision to go to college. In fact, this is a trend across the world. 44% of all job holders with college degrees regret their degree of choice. What's the most regretted college major the world over? I can't say this with a straight face, but journalism. 87% of journalism degree holders are filled with regret, followed by sociology and communications. This is not to say that a college degree is useless. It simply means a degree does not guarantee success. Who knows if someday a degree in influencing will join the ranks of regrets. After all, like many other professions, like being an artist or a writer or a chef, one doesn't really necessarily need a degree for influencing. So only time will tell if the influencer degree gets any takers. We say some are born influencers, some achieve influencing, and some have influencing thrust upon them.